Welcome to Time Frame Thursday. Today's quote comes from Ryan Lilly, who said, "A hammer made of deadlines is the surest tool for crushing writer's block." I couldn't agree more. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. And one of the many tools that I use to help authors do that is the deadline. Because the beautiful thing about deadline is that when you use it throughout the writing and publishing process, it becomes so much easier to get every piece of that puzzle completed. So if you haven't figured out already, I absolutely love deadlines. I especially love the ones that are insanely close in time, because the closer a deadline is in time, the more power it holds, right? It becomes that pressure cooker that will take, the raw lumps of whatever and turn them into diamonds. That's the beauty of the deadline, is it holds that kind of power. And if you're willing to be honest with yourself, my bet is that you'll admit that the deadline that's far enough in the future is less than useless, truly less than useless, because it's completely irrelevant. It has no power over you because it's so far away that it doesn't even register on the panic meter, if you will, right? It doesn't matter yet. So one of the things I'd like to ask you is, if the deadline is close, are you panicking yet? Are you now into this creative flurry of activity that is complete with, busted light bulbs and crumpled up paper and deleted pages and all sorts of other stuff that's actually really great? Of course it does. Very little, of course, will ever happen until that deadline is uncomfortably close. That's the part of it that kicks you into action. Truly does. And this is why I love what I love to call manuscript math. Manuscript math is the beautiful process that very simply tells me how many days of writing, based on my speed and the time that I can devote every day, it will take to complete my first draft. That's it. Very simple, very simple. Now, it may seem absolutely insane to write a 30,000 book in 10 days, the first draft in 10 days, but that's only 3,000 words a day. And if you don't write 3,000 words a day yet, I want to sort of show you how it's absolutely possible. How long will it take you to write 3,000 words? Well, if you're writing 1,000 words an hour, you'll get there in an hour and a half, 90 short minutes. Sorry, 3 hours. Completely blew that. Apparently, I'm great at manuscript math. I'm not great at adding up time. But if you're writing at 2,000 words an hour, guess what? 90 minutes. You've got those 3,000 words done. And here's the fun thing that I learned just recently. My writing coach gave me a dare. He dared me to write for 5 straight minutes without stopping, without checking words, without correcting any of my mistakes in spelling or in punctuation. He dared me to write for 5 straight minutes and see what happened. Now, there was a couple of caveats to it, but let me just say what happened next blew my mind. It truly did. I was astounded because I was able to write 275 words in 5 minutes. That's over 6,000 words an hour on an hourly basis, right? Now, I don't ever write 6,000 words in an hour. I typically write around 2,000, 2,500, and I think that's pretty good, but what this test showed me is that I'm capable of far more than that. Far more than that. How do I get there? Of course, it will require some shifts on how I write. And so what I would like for you to do today is, if you don't know how to get started, or you're struggling to get started with your writing sessions on a regular basis, I want to give you the massive and beautiful simple secrets, the super secret code to slay procrastination and writer's block every single time and get you started without fail. It's really simple. Are you ready for this? This is going to be fun. Number 1, pick 3 nouns. It doesn't matter what they are. Randomly pick 3 words out of the dictionary. Your first Once you've got your 3 words, and they can be any 3 words, who cares? This is a test, so this is supposed to be fun, right? Your first sentence, here's the rules. Your first sentence must start with one of those 3 words. And then the other 2 words must be used within that first paragraph. So in your first 2 or 3 sentences, you must have used all 3 words using the first one on the very first line. Simple, right? Are the panic waves going through you yet? Because when he challenged me to do this, I was like, I don't know. Okay, I'll give it a try. I was willing. I guess that's the part that I'm trying to make. I was willing. So if you're willing, then simply do this. Set a timer for 5 minutes, and then simply start writing without stopping to figure out the next word, without correcting a spelling mistake, without punctuation, with stop. trying without all those stoppings to, well, what's the right next word? Who cares what the right next word? You fix that in editing. That's the whole point of this process, is to get you writing fast. Because as I talk about all the time, writing your first draft fast as you possibly can, is the thing that's going to propel you to massive success. It's a no-brainer in my world. So sit down and just write for 5 minutes and see what happens. My bet is that something amazing is going to happen. And if it does, I would love for you to share that in the comments. I would love to hear what happened for you. Now, your number is absolutely going to be different than mine. It'll be higher, it'll be lower, who knows. Whatever it is, completely fine. And here's the thing, I would love for you to come up with a number that's higher than mine, because I don't think I write overly fast, and yet what blew me away is that I could do 275 words in 5 minutes, nonstop. Blew me away. So I would love for you to do this test and see what happens, and if it works for you, fantastic. What you've now got is a new tool in your toolkit to help you get going every single writing session. So this is the thing to add to your outline. Pick 3 words that are really, really important for each section of your outline, and see if that doesn't make getting those things started so much simpler, right? And if you found some value in today's video, I would love it if you would like it and share it with all of your writing friends. And as I said earlier, if something struck you, or if you simply want to just share your number, do that in the comments, because that would really be exciting, both for you and for me. It would really be fun. And my last request, of course, is what I always ask for every day, is to connect with me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and reach out and let's have a conversation around, what's going on for you in your writing world. I would love to hear, because this is the thing that gets me excited. Like, if you're implementing this tip, I want to hear about it, because that's the thing that really gets me excited about doing these kinds of videos. It's why I do these kinds of videos, because I love being able to kick those doors of possibility open for you. That's what I love doing. I really do. So please try the exercise, and definitely, whether you do the exercise or not, incorporate deadlines into your entire writing process, especially with that first draft. All right? So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.